What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris Infinite, and today we're going to talk about the infinite storage you can obtain in-game through the turrets and trailers of base building. Offering obscene levels of storage, this is very much the storage players have looked for in the Plundra, and due to the scaling of base building, the storage is borderline limitless, allowing you to have multiple bases dedicated to storing all the resources you'll need to go on the offensive or defensive against Phoenix. But before we get to the storage, I'd like to highlight something incredibly important about base building, and that is managing your mule character. That potentially, if you're a longtime player, could have tens of thousands of kilograms in supplies built up on them. And to do this, you just need to hit up either the new Gardberg mines or good old Tylovden, as each will put you right beside the building line, allowing you to place a plunger within reach of your mule. This, alongside the small and underappreciated change of us being able to quit to menu and jump back in right at our base location, lets us swap to our mules and dump whatever resources we may need from them. Utilizing our new storage depots, we can take whatever the mule has built up that can go into these containers to make easier use of whatever the resource may be it 50 BMG, 762, RPGs, or medical supplies. Not all bases offer the ability to reach the build line from fast traveling though, so be sure before you decide a storage base that your character is able to interact with their Plundra from just a simple fast travel. My two favorite locations right now are Tylovden and Gardberg again, but in the future I'll put together a list of all of the optimal storage bases in the game once we get a few more control point expansions. Then, if you need to drop off anything that can't go into your Plundra, simply move the recycling bench on over to where you put your Plundra, and you're good to go. This also goes the same for crafting, which is much better done in bulk from your mule than with the resource station supplies alone. With us finally having places to put our supplies in, we can finally start cracking into the potential firepower stored on our tertiary characters. And if you're just a new player setting out, then these can act as new and improved silos for you to build up your munitions in outside of the typical plunger grind. So let's next up take a look at the maximum amount of storage that you can have in these various containers that we're able to build now at our bases. And the three main munition supplies that we are able to store are rockets and the rocket turret, 50 BMG in the sniper tower, and 762 in the respective machine gun turrets. With 400 rockets in the rocket turret and 4,000 BMG rounds in the 50 BMG sniper tower, it's a pretty fair amount of storage. But the 762, This is a whole other monster here. Let's talk about how many 762 bullets you can store in just one of these simple freaking turret pillboxes, man. And by the way, if you're wondering what a full player inventory of 762 looks like, it's somewhere close to like, I don't know, what is that? 23,500 rounds? Something? Ballpark? Another kind of interesting aside about ammunition too is that the armor-piercing variant weighs the exact same as the FMJ variant in Generation 0, not so much in real life. Though I wonder about the shock ammunition. Do you guys think that it would be lighter than FMJ or heavier? Let me know in the comments down below. But this turned into a pretty massive grind of gathering 762 for the better part of the past week, and I couldn't even finish the grind. I had to actually throw in the white towel, and it's not often that a grind in Generation 0 makes me go, alright dude, this is a battle that I will win another day. But holy heck, you can gather a ton of 762 here. But after the insane grind of gathering up 999.996 kilograms, pounds? I don't know. Is it pounds or kilograms in this game? It never really tells you. But either way, after gathering up an obscene amount of this ammunition, we were able to store up 249,999 bullets in just one pillbox. It's a lot of bullets. Okay, again, Let me repeat this and stress this. That's 250,000 bullets. I don't know how many 7.62 rounds I've used, but it can't be more than a couple million at this point in the span of 3 years, dude. I have no idea what we're going to be doing with this kind of storage, but it's crazy. And then, for our medical supplies and medical storage, you can put 500 advanced first aid kits into one of these trailers. But the amount of storage and healing in comparison from the first aid kits to the adrens is bonkers. You can store so much adrenaline in these trailers. More adrenaline than I think we'll ever see until we get our hands on some sort of a crafting recipe that hopefully will be pretty cheap for it. But this is, again, just crazy levels of storage, man. Adrenaline is pretty tough to grind out in high amounts right now in Generation 0, so the sooner you start stockpiling this resource, the better. When we get down to the maximum storage you get per base, per ammunition type, it's actually crazy, my dudes. We're talking 2,000 rockets, 20,000 50 BMG, and a ludicrous 1.2 million 7.62 rounds if you dedicate your base's ammunition storage to only a select type. I have no idea what you're going to do with that much 7.62, but it's mental, man. And then slap on top of it all the fact that you could build 5 medical trailers per base. It just opens up so much extra storage in this game that I don't think we'll need another type on top of this. We'll just maybe need a few more metas to be filled, like certain ammo variants and maybe some utility items like throwables. I could see us having a good dozen type of build boxes, towers, and maybe some more miscellaneous types like the trailer itself. But in typical fashion of the Generation 0 team, answering all of our wishes for this game and taking community directive plus their own ingenuity and creativity to give us something much more ultimate than we planned in the first place, when we all asked for extra storage back around, I think it was Phoenix Rising was when it started to really pick up, I don't think anyone ever thought our storage would also optionally use the ammunition or medical supplies we stored to benefit us. It's creative genius like this that I always love to see from the team and just proves that they're the fucking best out there. So, cheers my dudes, thank you for watching, use this storage and get yourselves on this infinite grind. You'll be thankful you started sooner rather than later. But for now, stay awesome, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.